What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a quick look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it's looking really nice, isn't it? Basically it looks as though it's tempting us by breaking out of the little range that it has been consolidating inside of for the past few days. If we just draw in our wider range that we did form, looking something like this for Vechain. Basically, we come all the way down to around 5 cents. We form our low. We've traded all the way back up, hitting our head against this 15-cent previous support here, flipped into resistance. And then, as you can see, obviously, Taylor's old as time by now. Big downtrend, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Obviously, trading downwards inside of this descending wedge for a while, but we did break out of that level of resistance here, which was the first sign that we were going to start reversing. We come back down, we double bottom, and we retest that previous resistance as support. Really bullish rather than falling back inside the wedge. And you can see what happened then with the big bounce off the downside here. In confluence, basically hitting the bottom of this big macro channel that we have been trading in, along with getting really oversold. And you can see since then, we picked up, we broke through the 20, we consolidated under the 55. You know the story by now. We come all the way up pretty much to the top of the range. We hit a head-on resistance here at around 14.5 cents. We obviously roll over looking for support, consolidating, going sideways. We held the 20 for like 5 or 6 days in a row like an absolute beast here, haven't we? And it forced us to retest that high, didn't it? Because we basically held the 20 as support, pumped to the upside again, back up to that 14.5 cent level, which is where we're currently at. In this smaller range that we have formed, looking something like this. And now it looks as though we may potentially break out of this. And as we said, our first target, of course, is that 15-cent level if we do break out of that level here at 14.5 cents. And if we do break out of that as well, that would be the wider range broken out of. And if we did something like this and obviously back tested it and started to move to the upside, that would be absolutely ideal. But currently it looks as though Vechain is tempting us on the precipice of potentially breaking out of that level. Looking really strong, isn't it? Looking really bullish. We came down and we retested the 20 like a beast. And when you hold the 20 as support in an uptrend, once you flip bullish, obviously, your EMAs become support, not resistance. And you can see it's hold the 20 EMA here really nicely as support. You can see here as well, we got a fake out to the downside with a big pump. We faked out again below the 20 and got a pump up. And now we're retesting the top of our range at around that 14.3-ish cents level. Looking for that breakout. And as we said, the breakout target is that the overall range high of 15.1 cents. And if we do start to break out of there, then obviously we've got some really nice price targets coming up to around 16 cents. Upwards of 17, 18, maybe even 20 cents, depending on how much of a pump that we do get. So Vechain looking really strong. And now that we've ascertained what's going on, you can see quite clearly what's happened here. We've basically just started to do something like this, haven't we? Where we've formed a kind of cup formation. We're basically just forming lows, and then we've started to pick up again, basically recovering back to where we were, basically. About where we were in June here, we're pretty much back to those prices now. When we were falling down and down. So you can see momentum's picking up nicely for Vechain and a lot of cryptos, to be honest. I mean, Ethereum's at 4K, so it's pretty clear that altcoins are going to do quite well. So you can see here, short-term price predictions then. If we did roll over again, we'd expect the 20 to hold, because it has been holding in this whole uptrend here, which is very bullish. Ever since we flipped it into support here, it has been holding nicely. With the 20 coming in at around, 13, maybe 13.5 cents as a good support if we did roll over for another bounce and then maybe break through that level. And obviously, if we did get a decent rollover in the market, we could obviously see Vechain coming down to around this 55 moving average at the bottom of this range again, at around 11.5, 12 cents for a really strong bounce of confluence in this area as well. And if we do start to break out, obviously our first price target is that 15.1 cent level. And if we do start to break out of that with a lot of aplomb, then we're looking at 16, maybe 17 cents in the short term, coming up to some of these levels here where we've got a decent amount of resistance. We'd say this 16 cent level, decent amount of resistance as well. That would be a good price target for the short term. So, and then as we always say, long-term price prediction, if we're looking at Vechain, looking at the bull run ending November, December, January time, If Vechain's coming back to the top of this range, the top of this channel that has been trading in like this, then we're realistically expecting Vechain to be doing something like this, coming up to the top of the channel, going into October here, November, we're looking at, over $1 here. If this was the case, going into December, looking at, $1.50, maybe $2 for Vechain, which would be obviously absolutely incredible, around a 10x from the current price. But, more realistically, we're probably looking at around 141 potentially, at around 40 cents, this 141 extension. 50 cents to $1 we do think is a very realistic price target. So that's it, guys. We'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.